Hi everyone, welcome to Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. Business Proposal Plan. So during this presentation, I'm going to cover the following topics: current and future target markets, the various company logos, pricing and marketing strategies, cost and retail market value, opportunity and need, financial structure and ratios, and various promotional media. Back in January 2021, I decided to start a catering company specifically just for the students of Algonquin College in Pembroke, Ontario. And in doing so, I was able to create a seed gift set from the food scraps, or the seeds more in particular, from the food items that were used in the meals for this catering. To date, I've helped de-stress and feed close to 500 students so far. So our mission at Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. is to inspire students to excel in their studies while we do their grocery shopping and food prepping and meal cooking for them, giving them back the extra time they need to focus on becoming their best selves in and outside of school while eating a more balanced diet and in becoming less stressed from a lack of time to complete everything. And as a result, helping to support their locally owned and operated small business, one meal and one seed at a time. Our current target market audience for Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. has been the 18 to 24-year-old college student demographic in the area since the grand opening back in January 2021. Since then, in 2022, we branched out to include students from the various high schools in town. We hope that in the future, Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. could aim their target audience at the general working population in town, for those individuals who live lives that are too hectic or don't have time to shop and cook for themselves and their families. The overall design for Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. is influenced by the love shared between the owner and her partner and their dream of one day having a catering company or food truck business. The development of our logo took quite some time to perfect, but in the end was quite an enjoyable process. So this first logo is what we're going to use for any potential business ventures, on all paperwork for financial institutions, and on our office supplies, letterheads, and business cards for the company, and for any social media and marketing purposes. This second logo, which is actually my absolute favorite, is for the packaging of all of our food products and seed gift sets, and in the future on stickers and any other merchandise that we sell for Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. This last logo we use specifically for any special events and black tie services that we offer twice a year. So here we're going to cover some of the costs associated with the meal plans and the seed gift sets over the next few slides. This one in particular is for the gift sets and just breaking down what it'll be per market share. Wow, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. This slide is for the retail value cost for each set. So they're all going to be $24.99 plus applicable taxes, of course. But I just wanted to break down to show you the different sets that we have available here, and how certain ones are less seeds or pits than others, just because the nature of how they grow and the cost of taking care of them and whatnot. So just to give you an idea, there is a variety of pack that offers a bunch of each. However, we've got peppers, lemons, apples, avocados, oranges, squash, you name it. That's a great sell, and it comes in handy for your, Christmas, birthday, any Mother's Day kind of needs. This one here is a breakdown of the market value of our food items and meal plans. So we have things like the soup of the day, the meal of the day, a drink, a snack, a meal, dessert. Eat for a day, which is $30 and offers you 3 meals and a dessert. Eat for a weekend is $50 for 6 meals and 2 desserts. Keep in mind, all of this is for one person. So if you're a couple, you'll want to buy 2 packages. Then after that, you can purchase a weekly plan, 2-weekly plan, a 3-week plan, or an all-month-long plan. And as you see, the costs are broken down here, ranging from $199 to $5.99 for 30 days of delicious foods. And of course, both the seed sets and the meal plans have gift certificates available online and over the phone. So here's a little list about some of the marketing strategies we've used in the last 2 years for Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. We've offered the soup of the day during the fall and winter months, where typically clients get to save $1 off from the regular retail price. Same goes for the dessert of the month, it's $1 off. We offer meals of the week, where normally they're $12.99 a piece if you just bought food for the day, but the actual special is $9.99. Smoothies we offer during the spring and fall, they save $1. Breakfast of the week, another $1 saved. With several meal plan categories available to satiate any patron. Essentially, we tailor the meals to the customer's needs and dietary restrictions. So if someone's vegan or allergic to, say, well, they're gluten-free, we have ways around that to keep them safe and happily fed. Some of the other marketing strategies we've done are customer loyalty programs. So essentially when someone spends $20, every time they do, they get a stamp. And once their little card is full with 10 stamps, they can redeem it towards a free meal or take up 5 to 10% off a discount for one of their meal plans, depending on which one it is. Every year so far, we've given our customers the chance, if they spend $50 or more, to receive a free breakfast or dessert voucher. Typically, we have 3 meals each week for them to choose from. And over the years, and we hope to continue, hosting multiple contests and raffles throughout the year, where we charge $3 to $5 a piece and have various items to make folks laugh and get them thinking and try to get them to compete with their fellow students. All right, here's a few more marketing strategies that we hope to use later this year in 2023 to hope to branch out the business further. So in the past, we've catered to students, both college and high school. And we're hoping to target now people in the community. And later this year and into the spring of the following year, 2024, we're hoping to start selling company logo merchandise. We're going to start off with water bottles, vinyl decals, and reusable takeout containers, with the hopes of the following year moving more into the clothing brand and with t-shirts and hoodies. We also hope to revamp the company website to be fully bilingual and compliant with small business standards and offer a fully functional web-based storefront, more than we already have on the go. We also want to ask for government grant or financial institution-based funding to allow for the expansion that we have planned in the summer months of 2023. We would like to acquire a food truck and move all the operations of the business over to said food truck instead of being in my apartment still. And we'd like to build an alcove unit that covers the truck during the winter months so that we can continue working out of it and keep ourselves and our customers warm and out of the elements. All right, so this slide here is about the cost and retail market value of our seed kits sold in the first year of business, 2021. So as you can see on the right, there's a little chart that I've created, a graph that I've created off the chart. And essentially, our best seller is the variety pack, with 40% of our sales going towards that. The next highest one is the lemon gift set. We have our pepper and avocado at 12. And then the rest of them, the tangerine, squash, and orange, are all in around 1% different from each other. But from all of this, we could see that the kits do sell, and we have a chance to improve sales so that we can boost these numbers for the following years to come. Let's see, in the next year, sales were pretty close. Some of the items changed. In the last one, you saw apple at 7%, it's now 8%. The majority of the items stayed the same and just changed ever so slightly, again with the variety pack in the lead at 43%. With 210 units being sold, and lemon with 61 units at 13%. And as you can see, the rest are all within a few percents apart. So again, they do sell. we had only in the past sold to students. So now that we're going to branch out to more people in the community, we have a hit here that's going to fly like hotcakes. All right, so this slide shows the market value and the cost value of the food items that we sell. I will not go too much into detail here because later on in the slide deck, we're going to talk about the revenues and some of the other figures. But just to give you an idea, some of our best some of our best sellers here were, of course, Just a Snack, which from week to week could be brownies, it could be chocolate chip cookies, you name it. And the next best seller, looking at this, would be the breakfast, to 1,980 units sold. The least selling, or one of, is our eating all month long, only because of the price tag associated with it. But if we look at the sales, that's our highest revenue income maker, if you will, at all right. Here's a little sneak peek at our figures from the second year of business in 2022. Again, our all month long package doesn't sell as fast with the costs associated, but it does sell pretty well close to some of the other packages. And again, our snacks were in the lead. We do have people that come in just for the day or the week to try it out, but the ones that stick with their 2, 3, and month-long plans have been doing so religiously during their time in town. Let's see. So the food items, this is just a comparison of the last 2 slides you saw, with the figures pretty much staying the same each year and some sort of leveling out, but again, the snack is the best seller. The 30-day meal plan is our highest grossing profit margin item, and we hope to branch out with our new clients in the future to really promote that one so that we can boost sales in the years to come. It is our best profit-making item. All right, so in offering a great selection of healthy and ready-cooked meals, as per how our clients liked, has helped in separating us from the rest. Yes, there are many other potential food options for the college students around to choose from, but many of them are either fast food, which over time makes you feel sluggish or malnourished and you get tired of it, or they're just too high priced and not worth it. Here's an example of some of the competition in town and where we felt we fell on the grid based off some of our customer feedback and our price and quality amounts. So we're pretty much in the center with, you know, some of the fast food joints lower because off to the side with a lower cost and a subpar quality, where you see Domino's and Little Things Canning and the Nook on that higher price and slightly higher quality end of things, if you will. But essentially, we are happy to be in the center. It's kind of a nice mix of price versus quality versus competition. If we could help it, we'd like to kind of branch off just a little bit higher to the right, but only time will tell. So take a little break for a sec. Stay tuned for a promotional advertisement. All right, so Two Cats Catering and Seedco. Let us save you time and money and stress and give you back the time you need for your studies, your work, and for you. Let us give you the gift of gourmet meals that are better than fast food. Place an order with us today and save 10% off your first meal. So over the next few slides, we're going to review some of the financial figures relating to our success and growth of Two Cats Catering and Seedco over the last 2 years of service. All right, so here's a peek at our financials from our first year of business. As you can see, we pulled in a net profit of just under $300,000 with just a little bit over 500 in assets and just a bit over half of that in liabilities. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio with it being in our favor. All right, so here's a little look at if we had to operate at less than 100% capacity. looking at the figures and knowing what went into the business to start. For example, I put in $20,000 of my own funds through personal line of credit and credit card to get the business up and running. But other than that, there wasn't a lot of overhead costs since the business was ran from my apartment, and the only real cost would have been groceries, of course, but you make that back in revenue, and utilities, which it ended up working out. So from the numbers here, even if we went down to 30% of full capacity, it still allowed me to regain my initial capital that I put in and all of my expenses, and still making enough to cover another year at least. Ideally, we'd like to operate at 100%, but looking at these figures, knowing that in times of struggles, we could pull it off if we had to. All right, so this is a little snapshot of what 2022 looked like. Now, keep in mind the 20,000 I put in and the profit from the previous year, which is factored into this calculation. So it seems like it's a little higher, but again, it was a good year. All right, so here's our little income statement. I decided to compare the 2 years to give you an idea of the changes in dollars and percentage of the various products that we sell and our expenses as well as the overall profit. So the first year we ended up, well, actually, sorry, from the first year to the second year, the net revenue changed about just under 61%, which is actually quite impressive. What else? Staffing, well, it's essentially myself, and my partner jumps in once in a while to help out. But in the second year, I was able to increase my own salary and still make quite a bit of profit here. What else? The interest expense, you see there's a negative there because we didn't have any in the second year. So it was eradicated in the first, and so far so good. Rent has stayed the same. Let's see, utilities fluctuated a little, but they were relative to the items being made and whatnot. And when you see vehicle expense, it's for delivery of the meals. I do have a car, but I use it solely for this business, and that is it. All right, so let's look at some of the ratio analysis here. We've got the break-even point, which in year one was just over $6,000. In year two, again, 6,500 and some, but it's a good sign. Our return on sales from 1 year to the next doubled. Same with our assets. And not much to say. Where the figures are looking good. They're all either increasing or decreased slightly over the years, but for various reasons. And our total debt to asset ratio has been really good. And well, the rest kind of speaks for itself, so I won't say anymore. All right. So on the next few slides, we're going to show you some of the promotional media pieces that we use with Cat's Catering and Seedco to help market our wares to our various clients and future clients. All right, so this is an example of a piece that we used in 2021. We had it hanging on the walls at Algonquin College. We had partnered with their Students Association and got their permission. We did end up using this at a few other locations throughout the city. And every promotional piece that you see in the next few slides were created by myself. And they seem to be doing the trick. All right, so the next one. This one was also hung in the college and some of the high schools around here, and again across town. Essentially promoting that if students show their student card, they can save 20% on their first meal. Another media piece for the advertisement here was, this was used more for some of the events earlier this year and the last month of last year, 2022, for the graduating class gala, we'll call it. And we hope to use this for the next year, essentially promoting some of the foods that we've made over the last few years and enticing people with their eyes to want to sample the goods. All right. This one here, we used on Facebook and Instagram to get the word out about the company. We promoted it on the college and the high school Instagram and Facebook pages, as well as on our own and some of the other Pembroke groups relating to food or just in the interest of helping out the students of the city. All right, this last promotional piece we used on various social media sites as well. And again, promoting when you buy now, your first order, you get to save 20%. And this one, we got to put the website on the side just to throw in that extra promotion. All righty. Oh, one last piece. So this one we used in the second year, and it was, again, like you saw earlier in the presentation, our little promotional ad, just to try to entice people through pretty colors and cute cats that, attention students, there's a deal for you. All righty. So Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. is currently working on more promotional media pieces for advertising to the public about all the great deals and products available coming soon in 2023. All right, folks, that went faster than I thought. So unless anyone has any questions here, just wrap up quickly and we can let our next guest speaker come up. So during this presentation, we had covered the following topics: current and future target markets, the various company logos, pricing and marketing strategies used, the cost and retail market value of the products sold, the opportunity and need for the business, the financial structure and ratio of the company, and lastly, the various promotional media pieces. All right, so I hope you enjoyed your time here today with me, talking about our Two Cats Catering and Seed Co. business. You can check us out today at twocatscateringandseedco.com. And if you place your order within the next hour or so, you'll save an additional 10% off. So we look forward to another great year in town, and I just want to give a shout out to the students for their years of patronage. And that's all, folks. Thank you.